Yo, what's up, dude?
Not much.
Sweet. All right. Do you want to just like 3, 2, 1 and start the test at the same time? Make life easy.
Yeah, sure. Let me get it pulled up real quick.
I got you. I guess it doesn't matter which version, right? Because do you have one on your channel, or is it just the test video channel?
I have one on my channel, but the video quality is slower.
Oh, okay. Then we'll just watch the test videos one then.
A second.
Yeah, while you're setting it up, if you want to introduce yourselves to the people at home who may or may not recognize you.
I've got it ready, but I made this thing we're about to watch, I guess.
Yeah.
Feels like a fever dream.
Hell yeah. How long did this take you to make, by the way?
Uh, it was like 7 or 8 months or something, pretty much working on it like full time. I wasn't really doing anything else with my life then, so.
And I would say, at least for me, well worth it. I didn't have to do any work, but still, it is still to this day.
It is very well worth it for everyone that's not me.
Yeah, this is the most just like, it's just an awesome test. You guys will see. So if you want to count it down.
3, 2, 1, go.
Cool. So starting off, tasks are timed starting at power on, right? System power on. So that's where we're going to be starting here. Also, it takes a little while to get into the actual footage. There it is. Okay. So that was the system power on. Yeah.
In PSX Gen, the BIOS are all fucked up, so you just get a black screen for like 10 seconds where the splash screen is supposed to be. It's great.
Gotcha. So notice we're starting off with the luck mode code. So we're going to be playing in luck mode, which is pretty much always faster for tasks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
There we go.
Quiet, apparently.
Yeah, I turned you up in Discord, and I'm going to turn the... There we go. You should be better balanced now. But yeah, standard, you know, Dracula fight. Manipulating for best damage stacks.
I don't think I got the thing where you hit him with a bottle in this one, but I did in like a couple of other ones. That's really the best way to do it. Not because it's faster, but because it's really funny that you can do that.
Oh, nice. So you get the damage stack off of just hitting him with the bottle?
Yeah, the bottle like breaks on his body, and the bottle actually has a hitbox sometimes.
Yeah. I think that's happened to me just from playing the game so much. I've noticed that, depending on your positioning and when you throw it or whatever. But so starting off, this is what frame perfect shield dashing looks like. If I'm not mistaken, there are like slight stutters that you do to help manipulate RNG, right?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Like, you probably don't really notice it ever, but...
I think I do it in a couple of spots, like either in this one or Zero Bosses. I don't know. You can tell if you're looking for it.
Yeah. Starts off by getting the Cube of Zoe. That's how much time it takes for the game to register that you've actually collected the relic, funny enough.
I'm not sure how it's determined, but it can vary even in the same situation. Like sometimes when I did that very same room in other tasks, I'd get it earlier than that.
Wow.
It was a particularly late animation time, I guess.
Yeah, that's crazy. One of the other things that the video itself used to have annotations that like described a lot of stuff that was going on during it, but then YouTube decided to take away annotations from all videos, so those are archived somewhere, right?
Yeah, Telic added the annotations as subtitles to my upload.
Gotcha. But yeah, right there, you can skip the waiting for level up animations by casting Summon Spirit at It's like frame perfect and super stupid, right?
Yeah, but I think that was a revenge tech, actually.
Oh, that was a revenge tech. Never mind. You're right. I forgot that the TAS almost always revenge techs them. For those that don't know what revenge tech is, you do some hitbox shenanigans to kill enemies or bosses or whatever in a way that you don't gain the experience from killing them.
Nobody has been able to figure out why it works exactly.
Yeah, it just works.
We even had Sockfolder on it for a while, and he just gave up.
Yeah, it's just one of those SotN things. Here, manipulating the morning sets, just for like healing items to use later, right? For like big tossing and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a pain because the morning set is the rare drop, and it has to be the morning set, and they both have to be morning sets,
So manipulating that was probably a pain in the ass, huh?
Yeah. And I actually found this little optimization just by sheer accident. I was just doing that as a way to be entertaining, but it turns out that saves time. That thing I did with the Diplos.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, yeah, because then you get damage boosted on the way back like that, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
if
pretty
you
cool.
don't do that, you have to damage boost twice to get through one.
Ah. Oh, yeah, because they're moving across the screen as you do it. Nice. Sweet. So, meal ticket drop. The holy grail of SotN speedrunning coming up right here. Yep, get hit by that skeleton there. It doesn't matter which skeleton it is, whether it's the one in the middle of the room or the top of the room, right? You just have to get hit by a skeleton bone. Yeah.
It can be either of them.
Nice. And there it is. This route is a lot different than the route that you would see in real time, specifically because of this trick right here is one of the main reasons. And there's something else that comes up in the second castle that changes the route quite a bit as well, but I don't want to spoil anything. Yeah, so theoretically, this is very possible to do real time. It just requires insane luck, so...
We've had one guy get the toadstool and be in position the entire time since the trick has been discovered in the course of like 6 years. Just one time it's happened.
The only time I've ever gotten a toadstool drop from a meal ticket in a meaningful way is when I did the all bosses tutorial. Funny enough, I got a meal ticket drop and toadstool while I was recording the tutorial, so that's going to be fun when I eventually release that.
Nice.
But yeah, those big tosses are awesome. Just because fastest form of movement, right?
Aside from
the wolf dash.
Tower of Wolf, yeah.
Okay. Is it the same as wing smashing, or is it slightly faster?
Big toss is slightly faster than wing smash.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a Minotaur and Werewolf skip, but still gonna fight Minotaur and Werewolf because, you know, all bosses, all relics.
It's a more direct path, and I needed a level up anyway. Well, I needed to get rid of a level up, I mean.
There we go. That's the level up skip using the Summon Spirit thing.
Yeah.
So it just gives you control of Alucard sooner, if I'm not mistaken, or does it cut the actual animation like down so the screen doesn't freeze as long? Something like that.
Yeah, it just cuts the animation down, even though the text stays on the screen the normal time.
Gotcha. Nice book jump. Yep, so pretty much any time that...
This weird staircase jump is actually optimal, so I'm glad you guys all just sort of collectively adopted it.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it looks really strange and like it shouldn't be optimal.
I always saw it in the TASes, so I just decided to do it. I figured it must be good, right? This is what frame perfect mashing looks like for selling onyxes. You haven't missed too much, Epic. We're only about 8 minutes in, so a lot of the good shit is still to come. But
He's
I mean,
getting a really good seed right now.
yeah. The entirety of the task is absolutely amazing though, so. Yeah, now with duplicator and infinite use items, flame stars are going to be used because they do slightly more damage to specific bosses, right?
They do more damage in general. It's just that some bosses
are resistant to it. That's
fire.
what it is. Yep. Nice. So I'm trying to remember. Do you cancel out of this animation as well with
No,
Summon Spirit?
I need the MP for wing smashing, so I didn't cancel that one.
Gotcha. You get another toadstool. Wow, nice. I mean, I guess it makes sense because you're going to be doing more big tosses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and getting poisoned lowers your defense, which means you take more damage, which makes it easier to route in big tosses. Also, that lag there is hilarious. So because he's playing in luck mode, basically mana prisms are going to be being used very regularly to restore mana, since your overall mana pool is quite a bit lower than it would be otherwise.
At least for the time being.
Yeah. Is Castlevania Symphony of the Night on PC? Yes, if you decide to emulate it. But there's no official PC port.
Most games are on PC if you're creative enough.
Exactly. I'm trying to remember how the route works here. Is this okay, you go back to All Rocks Quarters from here. Gotcha. Nice out of bounds. Did you even have to miss? Oh, you didn't miss bat there, so you just did a downward wing smash and it cleared the area when you were out of bounds.
So?
Yeah. Also, fire boomerangs are great. So when all 6 fire boomerangs are on the screen, they can delete the screen pauses you get from picking up relics. If you're in the middle of a transformation, it extends the transformation animation until the fire boomerangs are off screen, but also retains your jump speed while doing so as well. It's pretty crazy. This is just a standard floor clip to get to Holy Glasses without requiring Silver Ring or Gold Ring. And overall, it's faster than waiting for the clock room to open up. Is there any particular reason why you take the left path as opposed to the right path going down?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think they're exactly the same, right? Yeah.
Yeah, TAS's cheats. The tools are cheats.
Yep. I've never played a Castlevania game. Should I start with this one? This is a great first Castlevania game for sure.
This is the walkthrough we're watching.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because of the route you took, you're grabbing this relic now. That makes sense.
I had to pass up a bunch of like possible early relics I could have gotten because I had to make this actually really strict clock rush for the route I did.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I could have also gotten that card immediately after fighting Slogren Gaivon 2, but I couldn't. It takes too much time.
Another floor clip. Yo, that is some sick movement. I am sad that we never go through this area with gravity boots in the normal speedruns.
Yeah, aside from there being a cooldown on transforming after you untransform, like, there aren't really any limitations on what you can do with Alucard's movement, and that's why I like tassing him much more than Richter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and the transformation one doesn't really come up too much, I would assume, right?
There's a couple of spots in the second castle where the movement's going to look kind of crusty. Don't forget to follow the channel.
Never forget. Always remember, please. I've done speedruns of other Castlevania games, but this is definitely the game that I've spent the most amount of time speedrunning. By a long margin. I'm pretty sure at this point this is the game I've played the most in my entire life, hours-wise. Clean movement to get to Power of Mist. Oh, that is so sick. I love that damage boost so much. Mid-air.
Couldn't cancel that because there's not enough time to do that and to be in position for the Half-Blood.
Yep. Is that what it's called? The Half-Blood Moon tech or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, the Half-Blood tech. That's the name, unfortunately.
Yep. But yeah, if you
never stopped being satisfying just seeing these walls of crits.
Oh yeah.
When I'm done fighting a boss.
Yeah, because it's I would assume faster to like always manipulate the crits, even if you're not doing technically damage on every frame or whatever, because the amount of damage that the crits give you is better.
Yeah, the idea behind the bosses with flame stars is that you can only throw 3 with one hand, and you can only have 4 in them at one time before you need to wait out their invincibility. So you have to optimize to kill them within one of those, depending on the situation.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, aside from the movement just looking absolutely amazing, which, I mean, just TAS Alucard movement always looks this good. So long as it's tasked well, that is. It's like all the little things that go into it too that make me like absolutely love this task. Also waiting for bosses to die. All the creative things that you decide to do.
You can skip this death animation, but it ended up being very slightly slower.
Really?
Yeah, the out of bounds just takes too long to set up, even though it looks sick as hell.
So do you do like the half moon tech to while he's dead to go out of bounds and like load the next room? Is that what it is?
I think you need to create a shift line.
Oh, really?
Just go up, and you can just leave without waiting for the door to open if you do that.
That's crazy. TAS stands for Tool-Assisted Speedrun. It just means that this video was created by redoing save states and using other tools that allowed the game to be played like frame perfectly, essentially. So, interestingly enough, I'm pretty sure a lot of the routing decisions that came from the real-time category came from the TAS, because the TAS predates people actually running the real-time category, right? Or am I mistaking that? Or it kind of came from...
TAS is what basically made the category popular. There was this one guy, I think his name is Firebrand22 or something.
Yep.
He like did really casual runs of the category that weren't really like what we do with it.
Yeah.
I think that might have been where I got the idea from. I don't think he streams, or at least definitely doesn't stream this game anymore.
Yeah, this route through the revisit in Alchemy Lab is really sick, using the reverse shift line to skip the cannon section and then coming back down. Oh, this extra... I wanted to route in the reverse shift lines in the RTA speedrun, but it just...
That reverse shift right there saved 1 frame.
Yeah. Every time I tried to time it in real time, it lost me a lot of time. So
yeah,
it's just one of those things where it's like super cool that you can do it, but yeah, other than in a task scenario, it doesn't actually save time. Nice terrain boost. Yeah, that was like perfect use of mana right there. So now with all the wolf relics, you get to see super fast movement.
Tops out at more than double the speed of Wing Smash.
Yeah, which is crazy. But it takes quite a while to get to top speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wolf movement is awesome, but even with... Oh, that little sound from the frozen shades dying. Oh yeah, you might be thinking, why isn't he opening the switch to get to the catacombs? Or
Cute.
oh wow, nice. But yeah, you'll see later why the switch isn't getting opened. Transforms into dog to start the cutscene.
That was the first use that I know of that trick in like any speedrunning context.
Starting the cutscene by transforming into the wolf.
Yeah, as far as I know, I found that, I think.
Yeah. I use it in a randomizer all the time if I happen to have wolf in this section. Bark, bark. Yeah, just waiting for the boat ride. Yeah, there is not a single glitch known that allows you to skip needing Merman Statue and to get to this relic.
There is one, but it's much, much slower than just waiting on the ride.
Oh, really? Is it just multiple heart refresh spam or something?
There's this thing called the Infinity Glitch that's really hard to explain, but one of the things it does is it can delete the wall that needs to be moved.
Oh, nice. This is the use of spears, throwing spears. The javelins, that's what they're called. Duh. Yeah, javelins are a sick weapon. Here's Scylla Skip. So the door just isn't loaded when you do when you kill Scylla from like far away and then like try and back kick into the room. So it's unloaded and then you reload the room and then the door pushes you out of bounds. Here's super fast clip. So sick. It's one of those things in the ABRSR real-time speedrun that we go for, but like it's very inconsistent to get in real time. But when you get it, it feels really good.
For whatever reason, just going under the save room just takes you here.
Yeah, there's just a loading zone here.
Even if you've already killed Succubus, you can
fight Succubus. Yeah,
if you do that.
Yeah, there's no cutscene either; it just instantly skips. Interesting that that's the movement that you went with. I guess mana restrictions, or or it just ended up being faster, something along those lines. Yep. So yeah, when you're out of bounds, the game is constantly trying to push you downwards, I guess to push you back in bounds. Oh, here's an awesome trick that doesn't save time in real time, but only works in tasks to save time. It's so cool. You have to untransform during this section or else you get pushed back in bounds.
Yeah.
There you go. And that's how you skip needing to flip the switch to get into the abandoned mine.
I'm pretty sure if it wasn't for the fact that that skipped the loading board, it would have been slower.
Oh yeah. You can kill servers from out of bounds and then leave immediately.
It's the only reason I got normal boomerangs.
Coming up is one of my favorite tricks. You set it up a lot quicker than I ever could, but yeah. Even more out of bounds. Well, not out of bounds, but clipping shenanigans, yeah. This isn't the section that the wolf movement only saved like a single frame on, right? Is that the...
I think that one saved 2 frames right
nice.
There. Like most of these wolf movements that don't end in a clip only save a few frames, usually. Yeah.
That's why the music's called Rainbow Cemetery. It all makes sense now, yep. That means that, you know, entering the catacombs from that area is all intended, so that way you could see the Rainbow Cemetery. Oh yeah, we haven't fought Doppelganger yet.
Unfortunately, you can't fight this guy while you're doing, like, third outer wall glitch for whatever reason.
I know. I remember I tested that when I was messing around with the third outer wall. I forget why I ended up looking into it, but I could have just asked you. But still, it was fun to mess around with. I mean, what's third outer wall? I don't know what that is. That doesn't sound relevant to this tool-assisted
It's in the
speedrun.
third castle, you idiot.
Oh. You mean you haven't been to the third castle yet? Psh. So that's all the bosses and all the relics for the first castle, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, just kidding. Ghost card.
The what card?
It's not important.
Okay. The Disqual strat.
Yep. Did you get hit by Richter? I couldn't tell because the screen was flashing. I think you did.
I don't think I did. I was just trying to move to set it up so it looked like Richter was giving Alucard a blowjob.
That's even better. Never mind. You're right. I was about to say that's the optimal way to play. More sick movement. Yeah, I realized you went the whole run without getting shield rod.
Yeah, that was one thing I really wanted to do with this run.
But it just ended up being slower for the movement to return after to go out of your way to get shield rod. That is, I assume.
Yeah. Also because I wanted more variety to the boss kills than using Alucard shield for almost the entire thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I did have to make this weird sort of routing decision where I kill Darkwind Bat, then immediately go this way, because I do need the Moblung Sword as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah.
So aside from, like, Medusa and Darkwind Bat, you can't really cut it with Flame Stars anymore.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the second castle bosses are real beefy. They got lots of HP. How did you activate Bat's hitbox early? They're probably just chilling there, dude. Bat hitboxes are probably always there. Oh, I love that. I love that you can open that hole with wing smashes, because the fucking hitbox to break open that secret area is so fucked up in the second castle. And that only takes 1 tick of damage to open up in the second castle, but the first castle version takes like 3 ticks of damage. Also, complete vertical wing smash.
That happens if you start it while touching the ground and facing to the right, I think, are the conditions.
Otherwise, it can't be completely vertical.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the first time I ever saw a completely vertical wing smash, and it blew my fucking mind. Alright, going out of our way for that heart refresh. Yeah, this route is awesome. Just everything about this run is awesome. You just get to see so much of, like, all the unique and interesting little things that SotN has to offer. There we go, gets Moblung Sword. Oh no, this run already had the... This run already had the 41 heart refresh manually. Nice. Yeah, that's a sick fighting strat, or strat to fight the CV trio.
what I originally routed in javelins for, and the Scylla fight was just a bonus.
Nice.
Didn't know about the lagless strat for getting through this room that we do now, so
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate, but
this task is from 6 years ago. What can
yeah,
you do?
very old, but still very, very cool. Nice. Absolute mad lad. I love it. The fact that you dive kick all the way from his foot all the way up is awesome.
Yeah, here's where I was talking about with the crusty movement because of the cooldown timer.
Ah, I see what you
To
mean.
take this really strange route through those 2 rooms.
I see what you mean, yeah. Nice. So when you front slide, you're just mashing the shield button there, right? And that helps maintain its momentum, right?
Yeah. On flat surfaces, it's the same speed as shield dashing, and if you're going uphill, front slide is always faster even if you don't do that.
Nice. So yeah, this route is already diverged very heavily from the RTA version of this run. Like, we never go to this side of the caverns. You actually have to reload the area in order for the bridge to be broken. For whatever reason, if you come from the right side, the bridge is there, and you have to unload it and reload the area.
There's mostly just like a couple of like routing changes that just spiraled out into this series of events that caused this wildly different route. It's
Oh yeah.
kind of interesting.
Yeah, this version of the catacomb or mine climb is pretty sick.
But he didn't get the Eye of Vlad, though. He missed it.
Oh, you're right, yeah. Some people might be wondering. The Eye of Vlad just isn't important. We don't like it, so we decide not to get it.
I mean, obviously it's not important since you don't need it in the Japanese version of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it just lets you fight Shaft without getting it for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure not to hit the frozen halves here, because
Super lag, yeah.
it literally just stops the game for several frames. It's
Yep.
really noticeable.
I drop my wing smashes all the time on the PS version because of it. Wow, crazy DPS. And then you stand on the ledge to cancel the level up animation. That is awesome.
Yeah, the Japanese version only needed 4.
Yeah. They forgot to add the Eye of Vlad as part of the check to open up the clock room to fight Dracula. For whatever reason, they just forgot.
There's a lot of little subtle things that are wrong with that version of the game, actually.
Yep. This ends up leading into a floor clip if I'm remembering correctly. Right? Yep.
Yeah.
Sick. I've never messed around with that floor clip RTA. It's probably really hard.
Yeah, I wouldn't go for it.
The Forgotten Eye of Vlad check, yeah. There it is. You must have got that one on accident, since you don't need it.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why this task is just obsolete.
Yeah, I forgot to skip the Eye of Vlad. So is that wolf movement like more mana efficient? Or it's just there just to be there?
It saved a frame, I think.
Yeah.
Like, if you wolf run through a bunch of enemies or candles, it's actually really mana inefficient.
Oh, true. But yeah, I remember you telling me that this wolf run only saved you a frame as well, so...
The one before this one did. This one actually saves plenty of frames.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, since it's moving faster than, like, Wing Smash at that point.
Gotcha. Nice. Fantastic fight. Why are you going over here? Don't you still have to fight Creature and collect that Vlad relic?
You just saved the game, dude.
Oh yeah, true. It's been a long time since you saved. Maybe you should try saving.
And by that, I meant I need to save the game in a totally different area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you keep some of the momentum from Wolf if you change into that. Not all of it.
Uh-oh. I think my game just broke. Hold on. Did you like blow in the cartridge or something weird?
Blow on the disc.
Yeah, blow on the disc and maybe that'll fix it. Hold on. Oh, there we go. We fixed it.
Go back in the door Alucard just came from, and it takes you to a different place. It's great.
Yep. Yeah, so that's the third outer wall glitch. For whatever reason, the loading zone in the inverted castle where the succubus fight is in the first castle. Like,
yeah, TAS is faster than the outer wall elevator if it has dive kick, but I also think it's not open in third outer wall.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
But yeah, even in first castle, dive kicking down is faster than taking the elevator, if that answers your question.
Yeah, the fact that the third outer wall is, like, in the route for this is, like, awesome. Which is, third outer wall is PlayStation exclusive glitch, so the 360 version will never get to use the glory.
I needed to kill 2 guardians to get the level up here because I got too many levels from bosses.
There we go. Yeah, it's faster to do relic skip on this side since you're already here. And plus you don't want to go all the way around to the save room, so. But yeah, this is the thing. We're pretty much coming up on the end, so. Nice little wolf bonk there.
I think third outer wall happens there because they just like pasted the rooms from the normal castle and they needed to put some sort of transition there.
Yeah, probably. Like there's a loading zone there, so it has to go somewhere. That's the one use of Echo you're gonna see. Also this fight. Damn, that's fast.
Bitrate destroyer.
Yep. And that's it. That was the task. There's a reason why I hold this task in very high regard, because it is amazing. Yeah, thanks for chatting with me about it and letting me play it on stream.
Yeah, sure.